some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those goals.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, it's second down. Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stafford's offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive, continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Camarda. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that Lord's play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Looking down the middle. He's open on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! Great job by the back on the option. Looking for the time with the extra point. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Vasquez. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Gets away. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The volley cheers going on high. And here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Maryland proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Terps team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's loose. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football, but man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Notre Dame right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give to the back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Looking for space. It's Beck. Breaks into the open. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The option look. He'll toss it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Well, they weren't going to give him a chance this time. They just punted that thing toward the sideline. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Looking for a man. It's Vasquez. Right on target this time. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Gossett. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. The hand to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the right. Wide open, makes the catch. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Goes to the option. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Dropping back, it's Vasquez. Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Trying play action. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Vasquez. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking for a gap. It's back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the air, it's Vasquez. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. A missed opportunity on that errant pass. Stanford lines up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move up.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and...
He wants to go deep. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown by the Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Vasquez. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing.
Turning it on! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun. Touchdown Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Finds a little space. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Using his legs, it's back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Godet. Quickly out to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Slips through the line. You always hear about guys in practice who run to the end zone no matter what. That's what's happening here. They'll go to the end zone, there are flags on the field, and this one's coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Panthers team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fighting off the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Back to throw, it's Godet. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And here comes the punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. He's got him. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback adapted. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing today, but Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Godet. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Notre Dame right back to the line. The offense changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. He turns that loose down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw, it's Godet. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,